we have studied the plant cell and animal cell in details. Now, try and mark out the organelles which are common between the plant cell and the animal cell. See, this organelle, which is known as the nucleus, is the common structure between the plant cell and the animal cell. See, nucleus is the controlling unit of the cell. Similarly, other organelles which are common between the two cells are the endoplasmic reticulum, which forms the rod-like network between the plant cells and the animal cells. The Golgi complex, which is this organelle. The lysosome, see? The lysosomes are also known as the suicide bags. Mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of the cell. And finally, the ribosomes, which are the protein factories that are present attached to the endoplasmic reticulum, or they can also be present scattered in the cytoplasm. See, they are also scattered in the cytoplasm. So these are the structures that are common between the plant cells and the animal cells. So we've discussed about the similarities between the plant cells and the animal cells. Now, are they exactly similar structurally? No. Now, let us try and find out all the structures that are dissimilar between these two cells. Green leaves contain a special organelle known as the plastids. And these plastids absorb sunlight and together with carbon dioxide and water manufactures food by the process of photosynthesis. These plastids are present only in the plant cells. You cannot find plastids in the animal cells. See, can you find any plastids in the animal cell? No. So plastids or chloroplastids and along with other plastids are just present in the plant cell. Animal cell lack plastids. We eat food to survive. Now, a portion of the food gets digested and a portion remains undigested. So the undigested food needs to be excreted out. So whenever we feel the need to excrete out our waste materials, we go and simply use the washroom. But what about plants? They cannot move around. They are fixed in one spot. So for that, they have a special organelle, which is this, known as the vacuoles. And these vacuoles facilitate the excretion in the plant cells. So vacuoles are present only in the plant cells. You don't see a vacuole in the animal cells. Now we can walk. So how is this movement possible? Or what gives us, our body, the support? Well, we have an internal skeletal framework that gives us this upright and this rigid nature. Now plants are also upright and they are erect on the ground. So what provides plant the rigidity? They do not have any internal skeletal framework. Well, they have a special structure on their cells known as the cell wall. Now this cell wall gives toughness and rigidity to the plant cells. And that is how plants have an upright nature. So the cell wall is present only in the plant cells. An animal cell lacks a cell wall. So these are the three differences or the three structures which are present only in the plant cells: the chloroplasts, the vacuoles, and the cell wall. They are present exclusively in the plant cell. The animal cell lack all these three structures. Now let us find another difference between the plant and the animal cells. Now notice the plant cells do not have centrioles in their cell, but the animal cells have centrosomes that contain two centrioles. So this is the fourth point of difference between the plant cells and the animal cells. Centrioles are present only in the animal cells. So we learned about the differences between these two cells: the chloroplasts or the plastids, the vacuoles, the cell walls are the structures that are present only in the plant cell. They are absent in the animal cell. But the centrioles are organelles that are present in the animal cell. A plant cell lacks the centrioles.